and then I cast for various events such as DominateDominion, and cast for Go for Lols now and then. And I'm part of a group of casters known as Pentacast. We do community matches and also Riot versus community matches. So that's some cool stuff too.
Awesome stuff. Loading into this game here, we have the finals. This is game 1. This is Blind Pick Banditos versus Cheese Enema. We have borderline not safe for work Riven, played by Talith PA. We have Yorick, played by Elalya. We have very shady Rammus, played by Aesh. That Malphite is a Glacier. He is played by Jjaja, and I'm not sure if that's Kog'Maw or a Butterfly. It is played by Aparkhurst. I'm Gander, and casting with me is...
Chilver here, and on the purple side we have Cheese Enema, we have Archos on Maokai, we have Kraogg with that Fisherman+Fizz, Lerch on that Volcanic Wukong+Ezreal on Ezreal, and Chavez Obama on Cassiopeia. There is a significant skin advantage going to Blind Pick Banditos in this game.
I heard that skins increase your damage dealt by 0.5%.
You know, it's in there. It's in there. It's one of those hidden passives. It isn't really, for those of you who actually don't know. But it is the general consensus that usually people are good at champions who they have skins on, which is slowly coming to light as not the reality. The reality is you like the champion, so you buy the skin. For instance, I own 2 Teemo skins because I like playing him because I hate playing against him, but I'm not that good at him, so after one game I actually hate playing him, and I put him down for a week.
I am very, very bad at Vayne. If I say to you, hey, I want to play Vayne this game, remind me that I should not do that. I have Heartseeker Vayne because the art for it's amazing. It's very crisp, it's nice, but no, just no. I should not play Vayne. It's bad. Look at the starting items. We have a lot of boots, pro items, pro standing for prospectors, prospector's blade, prospector's ring, boots, pro blade, pro rings, seeing some pots. Seeing Malphite open with Doran's and a Ruby Crystal. Seeing Rammus open with a Chain Vest. Seeing Yorick open with a Tear. Maokai opening with a Catalyst. Lots of people wanting to get right into their builds. And Elalya likes digging up ghouls.
Yep, already started digging up some of them. Going ahead, stacking up that Tear of the Goddess. It's gonna be Cassiopeia bot.
Maokai throwing saplings everywhere and they show up on the minimap. Did not know that. Both teams heading up to the top of the map now. Talith PA gonna grab that mid there as both teams come up to the top. We have Cassiopeia versus Yorick down bottom. Clicking my KDA button because I almost forgot it. And Aesh is going to be the first one to get there with his power mode speedball Rammus. Takes a little bit of a hit from Wowix, no big deal though. He's got hit points, he's got health to spare. Archos jumping in for Jjaja right there, extending out pretty far, taking a lot of damage in the process now, and it is an all-out brawl. Wow, Talith PA getting beaten down very, very quickly there. Aesh going to be the next one to fall. The Cheese Enema having a very commanding start to this game so far as they unload on Aparkhurst. They got 2 up there to cap that tower, and it's going to go fairly solidly to them. Talith PA does show back up at the fight, but now they have the defender's advantage up top. Rammus cutting down towards the bottom end of the map. It looks like he's going to cut around for that point, or maybe go for a gank. He's going for that gank. He's diving in for it. He gets the taunt off on Chavez Obama there. Elalya is dropping those ghouls. Chavez taking a bunch of damage. Are they going to dive this tower? No, they are not. Lerch shows up with that Wukong and deters them from doing so, and gets a kill on Elalya there. A pre-6 Yorick, not quite as scary as a 6 or post Yorick. Aesh trying to run away, but no, Lerch denies that by dashing straight into the Powerball, breaking him out of that. But he is going to walk away anyway.
Wow, Cheese Enema has a commanding lead still. We do see the engage going down once again in top lane. Kraogg comes in with that damage to take out Aparkhurst. Talith PA still sitting at about full health. Jjaja not sitting so luckily though, is going to have to retreat. Talith PA trying to run away from Kraogg, meets Lerch and now is forced to retreat even further. Brings him closer to Jjaja, which could have been a little scary for this poor little Malphite. But Malphite's going to get out just fine. Talith PA turning right back around as Aesh and Aparkhurst have appeared for some support. But the windmill is still once again in Cheese Enema's control, and they are sitting at some good resource levels to be able to defend it rather well.
Both teams kind of hanging out right now. Aesh in the middle of the map, Talith PA middle of the map, hanging around in those bushes. Now, the damage output's going to be maybe a little low to start off with for blind pick Banditos, but I feel like it could ramp up later on in the game as they get a little bit tankier, they have a little bit more survivability, they live longer to be able to deal that damage. Engagement over at the drill right now. Wowik's taking some hits there, and he's going to go on and get out of the way there. Lerch getting taken down with the broken wings, not the broken wings, the ult wind slash, there we go. And Lerch coming up there to try and keep things from getting too crazy. Wowix is gonna get saved by Fizz.
Wow.
What? Fish out of freaking nowhere, and he's going for a Aparkhurst now. He wants some of that. Okay, maybe he doesn't want as much as he thought he did. Yes, he does. He's still no, he doesn't. He's changed his mind. Kog'Maw, not a very tasty treat. Malphite has gone around to the refinery and is like, hey, they just left this building here. There's this whole abandoned building. I'm gonna use it to mill some grain. Over in the middle of the map, however, Talith PA getting chased by Lerch, getting jumped on by Wowix, shooting him down, banging him up, killing him, getting him dead. Murders, 25 to life.
Bot lane, Kraogg has just come straight down. Is taking a lot of damage from the tower, though. Needs to get out of there. Elalya does come back up because of that ultimate. However, Kraogg has used Playful Trickster to get up before the semi-resurrection occurs. Elalya's the ghost is now going to go down. That tower is still pretty well protected by minions, though. Chavez, Obama, and Kraogg going to have to retreat. Just regroup. I mean, Cheese Enema has had a 3-crab quite steadily in the beginning portion of this game, so they're in a pretty safe spot. They don't have to feel rushed to get an extra 4th cap.
Up at the top of the map, Aesh taking a bunch of damage at the windmill there. Maokai throws the ultimate down. Fight in the circle, it's the way to go. Aesh taking some more damage, getting picked off there. Wowik's doing a good job of hanging back and be able to fire shots into the engagement. Kraogg now showing up and misses with the lobster earth. And Jjaja, it looks like he's going to get away, but they're going to pinch off a Aparkhurst right over here, and Aparkhurst not a very durable champion with that Kog'Maw there. Throws the exhaust on Kraogg, but is able to recover that gap very quickly with the Playful Trickster there. He wants some of Wowix, but I don't think he can quite reach him, so he turns around and puts that Acacian surprise on Kraogg. Aesh shows up, and Archos is going to back off.
Yeah, Cheese Enema just is in a commanding lead, and they're able to shut down Talith's Riven so far. Of course, Riven can only get stronger as she starts getting some items, but they've done a pretty good job that Talith was not able to snowball out of control just yet. And that may be exactly what it takes for Cheese Enema to continue holding on to their lead, to just focus down Talith no matter what. Of course, Rammus and Malphite will become problems later on, but if they take their eyes off of Talith, Talith is going to become way too strong. Almost picks up a double kill, does get 1 kill, Rammus gets the shutdown there. And now we have Jjaja chasing down Wowix, just making sure that he commits to escaping. A good True Shot Barrage, picks up a kill on top of the double interruption though. So that's going to give the Cheese Enemas just a little bit more time. However, Windmill will eventually go down to the hands of Talith for blind pick Banditos.
Jjaja with his little glacial knife hand there, trying to get some of Wowix, but Wowix just a little bit too slippery for him to hold on to. Him and Kraogg are going to opt to go back right now, and now blind pick Banditos is in control of this tower. We'll see if they can start having that late game composition really kind of start doing work for them. Like I said, they're going to be a little bit more fragile early on as they got their defensive items. Once they start getting them, I think it's going to be really hard to unseat them from points. We're going to have to see how that plays out. Wowix and Kraogg hanging out over there by the speed shrine. Wowix poking his head out and leading them right over to there. Malphite with the glacial shard. And Archos getting caught up at the top.
Archos not in a good position, gets caught in between 3-4 champions in the end. Aparkhurst, as a matter of fact, will be the one to pick up that kill credit. Meanwhile, Wowix, kind of separated from the rest of his teammates, is trying to still kite back and back, but there's a seismic shark coming out from Jjaja. Not a good place where an Ezreal wants to be. A Cyclone does come out from Wukong. However, Wind Slash is going to help pick off the kill as Kog'Maw gets one more auto attack in to finish Ezreal off.
Lerch making a dive for the drill there to interrupt it from happening, but Jjaja is quick to grab it, but it still gets interrupted again before it's able to be neutral. Wowix hanging out in the back, doing that Ezreal thing that they do, but Blind Pick is able to secure the drill. And now Jjaja not quite looking so strong, but at the bottom end of the map we have Fizz cutting down to the quarry to get a neutral off on that. I don't know if we'll have time to get the full cap on it, especially not with Aesh rolling out right in his direction right now. And is he going to connect with him? No, Fizz is going to back out early to avoid getting killed there. Archos throws down the ult over by the drill, but cancels it in favor of moving into a better position. Lerch dives in for Jjaja. Offensive Garrison on that tower there. Malphite is going to go down.
Yep, wow, it's going to start working on that tower on the drill. However, Aparkhurst counters that by going straight for the boneyard. The quarry has been recaptured by Elalya, but this is not a good place for Aparkhurst. Lerch is putting out a ton of damage, but Aesh assisting with that control. Aparkhurst does eventually go down. Gonna put out some burst damage onto Chavez, and Aesh may be able to come and connect. Yes, the Powerball will connect. There's the taunt, and that's gonna be the signal for Elalya to turn right back around and pick up that kill. Meanwhile, top, we see Archos got the shutdown onto Talith on Riven.
Yeah, able to get that going in a good way for his team there. Is able to pick up the windmill, but turning around, he's going to see Malphite right there. Get back to that tower, Archos. Don't Twisted Advance away from it. Oh, no. Be safe, Archos. Throws down the ultimate right there. Decides to pick a fight with him with the defended advantage of the... What the... Did Jjaja just get really small? Must be a graphical thing on my end. He like dropped his character size, like went in half. Archos initiating on him with the Twisted Advance there. Throws down that Seismic Shard again on him. And shots fired. Kog'Maw and Ezreal. And Enema up there at the top of the map in a precarious spot at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, they have the lead. They still have the 3 cap, but Archos is running pretty low, and that's going to be bad news because, yep, no way to really stand in between the enemies and the rest of the teammates, but everyone is here at the top. It's a full-on 4v4, and wow, that's going to be a dominating double kill by Talith. Riven finally hitting her stride, has that Hex Drinker, and then there's the pickaxe to get that Maw Memorius. Already had that Brutalizer earlier on, and then there's the Merc Treads to add to a little bit more tankiness.
Yeah, Riven really cutting some people down up there at the top. Talith PA getting 2 kills out of that engagement. Now going for the Storm Shield. Storm Shield Riven plus the... What is that called? The thing that gives her shield.
The Maw Memorius Valor.
Valor, yeah. The Valor with the Storm Shield gives her like a huge amount of artificially inflated health. Because of that, those two synchronize really, really well, especially with her innate damage dealing ability already, and the lightning that the Storm Shield does give you. She will be able to put some serious hurt on whoever she first contacts, and she wants that to be Wowix. And there we go. We got the Maokai ult going down right there, hanging out in that circle to reduce that damage dealt. We have a couple of Garrisons going down there, defensive one. At the end there, Wowix getting cut down by Talith PA. Talith PA dashing out of the way. I don't know how much HP Talith had between the Hex Drinker and the Valor, but it was not very much. And now Archos is hanging out up here with some saplings, along with Jjaja, and that point now in Blind Pick Banditos' control.
Yep, Blind Pick Banditos is definitely back in the game. They've really been able to turn it moment by moment back around in their favor, now tying up the energy on the both teams' nexus, and it's Archos and Jjaja just kind of harassing each other, making sure that they can keep the waves clear. Meanwhile, we see Aesh setting up for another attack here. We do see Lerch going right by and gets caught by Aesh, turned right back around, allowing Aparkhurst to put down a ton of damage, but Kraogg jumps right back again, seeing that window of opportunity. Now, however, surrounded by Jjaja and also Talith PA. Talith PA picks up that kill. They're continuing the chase. Blind Pick Banditos is just feeling really good right now. They have the confidence. They're going to go for a dive onto Archos. There's the Powerball and then the taunt. There's Seismic Shard to ensure that Archos does not run away. Good True Shot Barrage is going to get some damage and the disruption onto Jjaja. However, no one else really. Great Cyclone picks up the kill onto Aparkhurst, but Jjaja's still going to get out alive.
Yeah, Jjaja narrowly escaping death there. Aesh going to go down. And that recall goes off before WowX is able to get up there and do anything about it. With much of their team taken apart, their revives happen to be back up, though, and they are going to pop those immediately and speed back up to the windmill, and I think they will be able to defend this. We will see how it plays out right now. Maokai's ult is going down. Aparkhurst getting earthed right there. Big bite getting taken out of his health. And Aesh trying to disrupt as much as he can. The two tanky guys left over really doing a lot of damage to Kraogg there because they know how much damage Kraogg can deal. Aesh looking to get Lerch down and is not quite able to do so. Talith PA shows up and is like, I'm Riven. I have most of a sword. I can handle this. Triple kill for Talith PA. Talith PA earning that spot up there.
Yeah, I mean, Cheese Enema had some good shutdowns on Talith PA early in the game, but as soon as Talith got a couple of kills, as soon as the whole team of Banditos was able to get their act back together and start the aggression, Talith has begun the snowballing effect on Riven, sitting at 14, 5, and 6, is super strong right now. Decided to skip the Malphite Mortius just for that extra damage, and Armor Pen on that last Whisper is now initiating a fight 1v2, still sitting quite comfortable, and forces the opponents to run as soon as they see backup has arrived.
Archos getting taunted there, but he is still inside of his ult. They have a little bit of a defender's advantage. They can stay near that turret, but Blind Pick is a little bit too smart to be lured directly into range. And Archos there getting chased out. Aparkhurst holding on to that tower so it doesn't fire. And Kraogg jumping into the fight, but that scares Aparkhurst right out of the way of Ezreal's ult. Kraogg taking a ton of damage, getting run over right there. And there's minions behind this. I think they're going to get this tower, and that's going to put them with a 5 cap.
Yep, that's going to be a 5 cap here at the 15-minute mark. And they have the ability right now to lock the opponents in. A lot of abilities going down all at once. Aparkhurst is the one getting focused down by Lerch. The Wukong is going to back off from that Kathian surprise. It still takes the hit. However, meanwhile, Jjaja gets a double kill. The second one going on to Cassiopeia. Triple kill going down for Malphite, being played by Jjaja. Picks off Lerch on that triple kill, and now they have some room to breathe, but Archos made it out in between going for that top, but the GGs are coming out as there isn't much time to finish off the towers before the energy on the Nexus is depleted.
Yeah, Ice Knife, Malphite Arm, OP, and we get to watch the Nexus Crystal explode. I'm so happy they patched those back into the game. This game 1 is going to go in Blind Pick Banditos' favor. Guys, they're still one win away. We have another game coming up. We will see if Blind Pick Banditos can take another finals.